We are moving past AI that just answers questions and setting up systems that wake up and solve problems on their own. Standard chatbots sit in a browser window and wait for you to type. A local agent like OpenClaw reads your actual files and executes terminal commands directly on your machine to accomplish tasks. By running this architecture on your own hardware, your data stays entirely on your local drive. You eliminate monthly cloud processing fees and keep your workflows strictly private. To run it, your environment needs Node.js version 18 or higher, Ollama version 0.17 or higher, and at least 8 GB of RAM. Windows users will also need Windows Subsystem for Linux or WSL2 enabled. WSL2 is a compatibility layer that allows Windows to run Linux environments natively. You are installing an entity that acts on your operating system rather than just talking to you about it. Step 1 is verifying your tools. Open your command line and check that your Node and Ollama versions meet the minimum requirements. Once verified, type Ollama launch OpenClaw and press enter. Ollama handles the heavy lifting here. It detects your operating system, downloads the required Node packages, and configures the local interface automatically in the background. If you are on Windows using PowerShell, you may see an error stating that running scripts is disabled. You resolve this by opening PowerShell as an administrator and running the set execution policy command to allow local scripts to execute. If your terminal returns a gateway already listening error, an older manual installation is occupying the required network port. Type OpenClaw gateway stop to clear the port, then launch again. Configuring these exact system parameters ensures the agent has the clear, uninterrupted pathways it needs to reliably execute commands later. The installer will now pause and present a mandatory security warning. OpenClaw operates at the kernel level, able to read, write, and delete files. The setup warns, keep sensitive passwords out of agent-reachable folders. To mitigate risk, the official documentation recommends running this environment inside a virtual machine or a sandbox. A virtual machine is an isolated software container that acts like a separate computer, keeping your main operating system insulated from errors. You must read these terms and explicitly press Yes in the terminal to authorize the installation. An AI managing your files is highly capable, but requires securing your environment first. Next, the setup asks you to choose a large language model. To process complex agentic tasks, the model you select must have a context window of at least 64,000 tokens. A context window is the total amount of text the AI can remember and process at one time. This matrix maps two pathways, cloud models and local models. A fully local model requires around 25 GB of video RAM. For a fast start, select minimax.2.5.cloud to process logic remotely, executing locally. With a dedicated GPU for a fully offline experience, Qwen 3 Coder is the choice. The chosen model establishes the capability ceiling, determining how well the agent executes complex instructions. With the model selected, OpenClaw launches its terminal user interface, or its local web dashboard, ready for input. To test the system, type a plain English prompt asking the agent to verify your computer's hardware specifications. The agent reads your text, identifies whether you're on Windows, Mac, or Linux, and formulates the native command required to fetch that specific data. It executes the command in the background and prints your exact CPU and RAM configurations directly into the chat interface. This single successful hardware query proves the setup has crossed from a theoretical installation into practical, real-world execution. Your local OpenClaw agent is securely deployed and operational. From here, you can connect the gateway to external messaging platforms like Telegram or Slack, allowing you to securely message your local machine from your phone. You can instruct it to organize your download folders, parse local spreadsheets, or clear your inbox automatically based on your commands. As you get comfortable with the baseline features, you can browse the Claw Hub directory to install community-built skills or write your own custom scripts to extend the agent's reach. By completing this setup, your computer has shifted from a static machine waiting for input into an active entity that executes workflows on your behalf.